AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Hey, man, the comments already going crazy.
It's a good win. It's a solid win right there. Like what we did.
Hold on. Yo, Nigel, watch your mouth, man. He said ain't nobody gonna talk shit about Cat tonight. Fabu. He's talking to me. What a fucking joke. I didn't know our commenters were jerks like that.
Who said that?
I'm lying. Nigel, Nego? How you say Nego or Nigel? Let us know, man. Nego. My Nego. Oh, no, my bad. I didn't even. Choo. Choo. Pew. Chow. Choo. Choo. Why we in a good mood? Yeah, Flea.
I mean, shit. We in the cup final, baby. We about to go play more than likely OKC. See how we measure up against the best of the best. I like it. I'll
Who's
take
we?
it for it. The New York Knicks, baby.
Knicks Rehab.
Fucking Knicks Rehab, baby. The biggest is back, baby.
Don't
What up?
curse. I usually chop you up saying Knicks Rehab, y'all.
Knicks Rehab, y'all. Let's get to it.
He said, fucking Knicks is back, baby.
Yeah.
Chop that. Maybe I could splice it up. I'll bring AllBall up when he's fully buffered.
As you enter AllBall's house, wipe your feet at the door. Click that like button, y'all. Word.
Yo, this guy's touching every button on here. Yo, stop touching the screen, man. AllBall. Look, he's on there going like an old man, like, yo, what is this? Sonny, somebody. Jesus.
Wanda, what up, girl?
AllBall fam in the building. The members can't thank you enough.
Monkey Wrench.
Monkey Wrench is going on. Y'all pump this thing all the way up. All the way up. Could have been anywhere, but you're here with us. With them Knicks. Big tricks. Lando Magic ran out of them. Big second half. I saw the game plan too, Flea. I peeped the game plan. Yo, Suggs, go for 50. Let's see what them hamstrings, what you gonna be doing in the third quarter. And lo and behold,
ran out of gas.
Huh?
Pop the wheel. Pause. Pop the wheel. He had 0 points in the second half.
Of course he did.
That was his best half of his life.
Oh.
In his life of playing basketball, that was his best half.
And it wasn't, wow, whoa. Thanks.
It's leaking.
That's not tea, y'all.
It's Saturday night, Flea. Watch your mouth.
It's not tea. That's not tea. He doesn't have a sore throat or an upset stomach, y'all.
My assistant is here assisting.
Assistant?
Stick to the script. Get back to the kitchen.
You see, now he on the front. You
The
see,
whole,
now he on the
the
front,
whole
y'all.
PC about to flip over.
Now he was on the front,
shit.
y'all. Show's over. Now he wants
Live is over.
Shit is about to go left.
I got the sarcastic laugh. Hey, hold on a second, babe.
Shit hot, y'all. We're here tonight. I'll take over for the time being while he gets his house in order. You see, now we know who really wears the pants. You see, look at his face now as he comes back on screen.
Where's the pants?
Knicks Rehab.
Where's the pants? And pants coming off in about an hour and a half. What you talking about? Fuck that OKC game.
Yeah, now he redeems himself. Redeems himself, talking spicy.
I always redeem. Oh yeah, I was on the sideline going crazy right now. I'm hyped up now, Flea.
Got your good mug.
So you got perfume on Saturday night in the crib?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Smell nice for the husband. I love it. Rico.
Suave. Oh boy, Camera's right, camera's tight.
Oh, that iPad. Hold on.
Get your shit together, old ball. Big Knicks, big tricks. We making the finals, y'all. NBA Cup Finals. NBA Cup Finals is crazy.
I'll take it right now.
Well, of course we'll take it. 132, 120. Ass whooping. Second half ass whooping. The first half was a little competitive. We see Big Brunson out here. The celebration. Banchero looking tired as hell. He ain't back in shape. D Wade and Stan Van Gundy, one of the worst coaches of all time. That's a stretch. I'm sorry, Flea. I gotta stop doing that. They called it out after he hit a layup. He looked crazy. Big Brunson went for 40.
40 ball.
Big Body went for 40. That's all you gotta know, really. Why even go through the rest of the stat sheet? Because Flea cursed me out. That's why. 12 for Josh Hart, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. Fouled out of the game. Josh Hart is crazy. You can't guard Paolo, bro. They're gonna call it on you. 24 and 6 for OG Anunoby. Bananas. 4 assists, 3 steals, 4 turnovers. Looking a little more comfortable out there on that court. 29 for Anthony Towns, 2 rebounds short of a double-double. 9 of 11 from the field. I like this movement. We'll talk about that in a second. He was gracious out there. 16 for Mikal Bridges. 3 assists, 3 rebounds. They're looking to get comfortable out there. The bench, if you notice, it got 4 guys off the bench, gave us a couple of breaks. It was really an 8-man rotation. Yabusele had, gave a couple of minutes. I think it was to Anthony Towns in the first quarter. He picked up his second foul. He gave him a break. Or maybe Josh Hart. I forgot who it was in the first quarter, but that's when I seen his minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Mitchell Robinson, there was a couple moments of dominance out there. Caught a nice little lob. That was from Brunson. Flea.
Mm-hmm.
Psycho Tycho had a couple moments. He turned over a couple bad turnovers, but great passes. Pushed the pace. On the Orlando Magic side, Paolo, who's not even in game sheet, scored 25. He looks rusty, but he's a specimen out there. 26 for Jalen Suggs. 25 of those points were in the first half. Second half, he ended up hurting his knee or something. But there was no way he was going to go for 50. He was going to run out of gas. I think the Knicks game plan was just like, yo, man, just let him score, man. Matador. 18 points for Desmond Bane. It felt like he had more. Always spicy. Got a text from the ref. He just does things mad impulsive. He thinks he's slick. Trying to apologize to the ref afterwards. 14 for Wendell Carter. 12 for Anthony Black. Nobody had 10 rebounds in the game at all from either side. But of course, we got to get to the charts, the game charts, before I move forward, because Flea will kill me. See, the first half, Knicks in Orlando were going back and forth. 11 lead changes during the game. During the second half, there was a couple in the third quarter when the Magic went on a 12-2 run after a timeout in about the 8-9 minute mark. And after that, they came back, started roaring. But then the Knicks picked up the dominance that they established in the beginning of the third quarter. 132-120, of course, was the score. 48-53 was the rebounding. Edge goes to the Orlando Magic. 28 assists each team, 9 steals for each team. 7-3 blocks the Knicks had. Couple blocks that were Anthony Towns. Oh, they all seemed like they were on Desmond Bane. Every block was like on Desmond Bane. 12-14 turnovers. The Knicks got the edge on that. 60% from the field. The Magic couldn't stop us, bro. And the Magic ran out of gas because they were on fire in the first half. And that 31% field goal percentage, 3-point percentage felt like it was 100% from in the first half of the Magic. That slowed down. The Knicks shot 35% and 74% from the free throw line. I know the Magic dominated the paint in the first half. They had like 22 points. The Knicks end up winning that battle, 70-62. Second chance points. The Magic have more, but the Knicks felt like took advantage of more. 20-19 in fast break points, which seems to be what the Magic are starting to pull off today in this day and age. They're playing a lot faster ever since Banchero got hurt at the beginning of this year. Seems to be something they're pushing. But big victory, AllBall. How you feeling about this game, about the NBA Cup Finals appearance by the Knicks? by getting the Magic up out of here.
This is what we've been looking for as Knicks fans. Basketball that we looking for as Knicks fans. Great basketball game. I was on the edge of my seat the whole game. Listen, that third quarter got a little shaky. We gave up the lead, but great basketball game. Listen, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, elegant. Tori B in the building. What up, Tori B? Listen, wow. I'm gonna be honest.
He tried to throw the hate on there, Fleet. Crazy. He said, listen, cut you off, man. He knew you go after that.
Nah.
1-2. This ain't 1-2 back to 1.
I'm not even feeding into that yet.
I'm behaving it. I'm behaving. I'm back.
Good cry.
Listen,
I see another beautiful lady in the building. Is that Amari? I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Amari Green, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy. Amari Green is in the building. What's going on, baby? Y'all know the drill, fellas. A wave, a high, thumbs up. Be respectful. Speak to the beautiful ladies. Let's get back to this Knicks versus Orlando NBA Cup game. Hell of a game. This is what I look forward to night in and night out from my Knicks. Exactly like today. Pace transition, and just guys playing up to their potential, playing up to their fucking contracts. Yeah, listen. Tonight we look like a championship contending team. Tonight we look like the best team in the East. Tonight we look like I want the smoke with OKC Tuesday night. Listen, big body Brunson. I don't know what people need to see. I don't know what more people need to see. When him and Karl Anthony Towns can have a night like this, we are going to be unbeatable. Now, of course, in that third quarter, it was a stretch where it was a little shaky. We gave up a lot of buckets. On the defensive end, it was. But listen, we pulled it back together. OG, wow, did we miss OG? OG is legit. But I want to stick to Brunson and Cat. If they continue to just get this chemistry, learn how to play together on the court, be unselfish, listen, man, sky's the limit. Tonight was a great game against a good Orlando Magic team. I don't care about Banchero just getting back. I don't care about who got hurt. The Orlando Magic is legit. And a lot of people think they better than us, tougher than us. And tonight we prove we are the best team in the East. Hands down. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not having a discussion, a debate, none of that. Detroit, all the fucking smoke. But tonight, great basketball game, great effort. Just one thing, I want to play devil's advocate. Charles, calm down, man. Calm down. You bumped into Brunson, almost twisted his ankle. You started to unravel a little bit towards the end of the game. Relax. But his energy, just what he brings to the table. Listen, tonight was a great effort, just in totality. Team win. Like I said, Brunson, of course, best player on the court. But what Karl Anthony Towns did tonight, what OG did tonight, Bridges being consistent and just solid as he is, and Josh Hart doing what he do. Listen, Mike Brown is starting to figure this thing out as far as on the offensive end. We still need to get it together a little bit on the defensive end because guys get too many easy buckets. We cannot just downplay that. When we play against the big dogs, we got to tighten up. But tonight, hell of a win. Hell of a win. I know a lot of people is rooting against us, but god damn, that was a great basketball game. And this is what I've been looking forward to when we play, Fleet. Fabian, people say we're not championship contention. People say this and say that. We up here saying sometimes. But then you see a night like tonight, and it's like, yo, the great players, the great teams, this is what they do night in and night out. So if we can continue to do this on a consistent basis, then maybe we ain't got to worry about looking for a trade. We ain't got to worry about all this nonsense. But, for me, just consistency, but hell of a game tonight, man. I'm going to be honest. I'm proud of my guys. I'm proud because that third quarter, we could have gave up. But we stuck with it. Like Brown is starting to grow a little bit on me. He was on strike 3. I took a strike back. His ass is strike 2 now. But listen, man.
He gets to take strikes back. You can eliminate strikes. Hold on, Ray.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, bring me back up, Ray. We talking. It's us. Hold on. You could
Don't
bring
mess
back
with the producer.
strikes.
I'm finessing this.
You could bring back strikes.
Him and Cat was on strike 3. They back on strike 2. Yeah, we could do what we want up here. Listen,
you can cut off strikes. Okay,
yeah,
we can get. Okay, good. Okay.
And you know, if we win Tuesday night, then they back at, you know what I mean, no strikes. We gonna take away 2 strikes, right? But Lee, I ain't see you in a minute, miss you. I'm gonna let you cook. I ain't gonna stay up here too long. Hell of a game, man. I think Mike Brown coached a hell of a game, and we got to think about it. No Deuce, no Shamit. Those guys are missed tremendously as far as just points on the offensive end and what they do on the defensive end. Hell of a game. And tonight showed that we can compete. If we play at this level, I think we can compete with anybody in the NBA, including the Oklahoma City Thunder. Big fucking win tonight. Big win.
Flea, big win. Of course, people will point to the fact that Franz wasn't there for Orlando, but we didn't have OG. We didn't have OG the first game. You know what I'm saying? We got punked the first 2 games. Third game, we came back when OG was there. Now it's the 4th game. OG's there. Whatever. But big win. Second in the East right now behind those Pistons. AllBall already a week ago. He was joining us. We are not championship contenders today. The flags are up. Where them fans at? Flea.
Oh, we ain't heard that in a while. Where them fans at?
That's playoff shit. That ain't regular season shit. That's playoff shit.
All right.
That's right, Heroic. It's 160 y'all in the building. It's more like 186. Hit the damn like button. It'll get everybody in contact with us, everybody you know. Tell them what the best Knicks show is, the best basketball show there is. AllBall TV all day. Knicks Rehab. Flea. How you feeling about this game and the Knicks as of late?
Yo, listen, man. This is the first time we've actually had to play for something since last year in the Eastern Conference Finals, right? We plan to go into the finals to win a championship, but this is what the NBA added, is the Emirates Cup. You playing for something in the middle of the season, and we handle business. This is the 4th time, I think, or the 4th time we played Orlando in the first 2 months of the season. I think we finally figured them out. I don't care about not having Franz Wagner, hell of a player, but I just think we figured out how to attack them. Meet them with physicality. I was worried about us being physical and being punked and all of that kind of stuff. I don't even want to hear that no more. We match physicality with them now. They can't bump us off our spots. They can't push us and grab us and try to muck the game up and get us out of our game. We just bring it straight to them. And Mosley is trying to figure out a way how to defend us as opposed to bringing it to us now. Big shout out to Jalen Brunson, man. Jalen Brunson really, really, really impressed me tonight. Just with how he didn't turn it into a one-on-one matchup, even though he had 25 points in the first half. Jalen Suggs had 25 points in the first half. So it looks like a duel, right? But it really wasn't. Jalen Brunson was picking his spots right. He knew when to get guys involved. He was passing his ass off today. And then it was just becoming infectious, right? Cat saw how aggressive Brunson was. He was like, listen, I'm going to be as aggressive as him. Brunson didn't settle for a lot of threes today. How many threes did he take today? 5, maybe? Cat didn't settle for a lot of threes. And the ones that he did settle, he made them. So now, like, I love how we played tonight. Cat was bringing it to Wendell Carter. He wasn't letting him off the hook, getting to the rim. Everybody was getting to the free throw line. And then the thing that I talk about the most, defense. Defense. When we get stops, when we flying around, when we picking up for each other, when we get into rotation and contest and all of this, everything that we doing on the defensive end, on the string, staying together, that's what we showed tonight. And I think that's the makings of a championship team. If we could score with the best of them, you see Brunson. Brunson's going to get it no matter what. I saw Brandon Jennings talking that fly shit about just put a bigger guard on Brunson. You put a bigger guard on Brunson and he's going to give him 35 too. So I don't even want to hear that shit. It's about the other guys. And when the other guys show up, like Cat showed up tonight, 29 big points. When OG shows up tonight, more than just a 3-and-D guy, he's getting mixy in the paint. He'll dunk you. Did you see that shit in the first half? It almost looked like his chest was at the rim. He was so high. I'm like, yo, when guys are playing like that, Everybody understands they role. Yo, man, we gonna be just fine. Yes, bring the smoke for OKC. I would like to see how we measure up against the best team in the NBA when we playing like this. When we playing with confidence, not scared. Josh Hart is just flying around doing absolutely everything and nothing at the same time. How do you do at the same damn time? But he's doing it. Y'all know I love him. That's my guy. He's just flying around, turning the shit over, but finishing at the rim, giving up stupid fouls, but getting big defensive stops. Like, he'll piss you off, but then he'll do something that really like changes the game. Can't say enough about Josh Hart. And I can't end with this. We missing Deuce McBride. Mitchell Robinson came off the bench and played well. But one guy, but I've been screaming his praises since last year, and he's finally looks like he's turning the corner. That fucking Tyler Kolek, man. Yeah. Tyler Kolek is playing with a lot of confidence, playing with a lot of energy. We are looking to trying to find a replacement, a backup point guard, right? And I know, you know, we're looking at Alvarado. I know we're looking at Divincenzo. Love those guys. If we do make the move, I love it. But it doesn't negate the fact that Tyler Kolek is playing real good basketball right now. He's confident. He's passing the ball ahead. He's playing better defense. He's making plays at the rim. Like, I just like everything he does when he gets into the game. I think he was like a plus 16 tonight. Might be the highest plus minus on the team. Y'all know how I feel about that stat. Call it 18. What you want. I think it's an indicator of how you affect the game on both sides of the basketball. Yo, big shout out to Tyler Kolek. He didn't fill up the stat sheet, but his energy and everything he did as soon as he came in the game was impressive. The entire Knicks squad came to play tonight. We own Orlando now. Get them the fuck out of here. If we see them in the playoffs, I'm very confident that we will beat dog shit out of them. I can't wait to see them when it really matters again. It mattered tonight, and we got them out of there. We made Jalen Suggs pop a tire. This nigga played his hardest. Best half he ever played. Couldn't show up in the second half. 0 points. Had to get to the locker room. Sit down. Physical this, physical that. Yeah. We bringing it. I like where we at. I like where we at. Bring on OKC. Let's get to it.
I wasn't even hyped like that until you guys started talking. Bring on that chump SGA, that turncoat rat iHeart. You should have kept the bread, stayed in New York. But instead, you chose to go join a super team over there like LeBron and them. You chump. Ruining the league like all these guys are saying right now. OKC Thunder. Ban them. Great game, man. Jalen Brunson showing you how to do this. Huh? Tired of the whole can he lead the way to a championship? I'm not all the way there yet. I'm not convinced of our defense as of yet. I definitely have some couple critiques about that. But as of right now.
In transition, our transition defense is still shitty. When they get out in fast break, we can't find the body getting back on defense. That's a problem.
All the loose ball plays too. Because there's a couple plays that get ticky-tack, loose balls, they happen. All of a sudden, the Magic can throw at the top of the key with no problem because we don't have anybody that's active enough. It doesn't seem like, or enough players. And, of course, we know about Brunson and Cat. Talk about that ad nauseum. But Cat's been playing a lot better defensively. That's the guy I can't really shit on because he's not getting the real ticky-tack calls. I like his confidence, flexing out there, doing his push-ups. Hulkamania Cat. Mad Lion, is he creeping back into the jungle?
No imposter.
You know it, Flea. Big first half, even though the third quarter we messed it up. There was a lot of things happening, man. That end of the first quarter, I think that's when Brunson was starting to catch fire. He was picking and choosing spots, his spots amazingly. That's what it is. And I think it's the system. But he's also willing. There were a couple possessions where he was trying to shoot over a double team. And, of course, he shot a couple times, but he limited that. Before we know, oh, here we go. Brunson's starting to get it going. He ain't passing that ball. And now he knows. He even passed the ball up to Josh Hart one time off after an inbounds pass because he knows he got it in his head. If I bring this ball up court, I know what I'm going to do. And he now, that means you have to trust your teammates because what we said, well, if they're aggressive and they're showing up, Brunson's gonna give the ball up. You have no choice. You can't sit there and shoot 50 shots and your team is that aggressive at trying to score the ball. Nobody finished with double-digit rebounds, but we still finished pretty well defensively. The Magic, that's what they lack as the length. They couldn't rebound because they all 6'7", but we have Cat, we have Josh Hart, we have Mitchell Robinson, so they did their job. Mitchell Robinson, just those plays when he was out there, Stan Van Gundy was begging Orlando Magic to hack him, and to me, we've already proven we could go play around the hacker Mitch thing. He plays amazingly. He can switch still. When he played, I think he switched on Baines, changed his shot up at the top of the key three-point line. That's when Bain did a give and go, drove to the basket, and OG smacked his shit out of bounds, and it was great. Also, Cat did, I think, 2 or 3 plays from the corner. That first 3-point shot from the left corner was like a damn fadeaway. That was amazing. The second time when he drove baseline on Carter's punk ass, Bain got the hell out the way. Get out of Dodge. He'll knee your ass just like he did Jonathan Isaac. Cat's out here knee dudes in the rib cage, man. I'm loving this, Flea. See, Flea, you don't like the dirty 80 play. I like it. Get out of the paint. I'm a big man. This is what big men do. This is the real jungle. And he was acting like it. Punking Wendell Carter. Flexing on him, Flea.
Yeah.
This is my house.
Doing the bronze
shit.
This is
my house.
Yeah. Getting freaky. Yep. I like it.
And it's the Magic. It's the big dog Magic. They hear the rumblings. They hear Desmond Bain keep talking, keep yapping. He's tired of you. So the third quarter was a lapse after the timeout, like I mentioned earlier. And it still does feel like we can't really guard anybody from getting to the paint. I really don't know if they were really allowing Jalen Suggs to just go crazy and let him run out of gas. Because it felt like, all right, go for 40 if you want. Your 40 is a little different than Banchero's 40. He's gonna get us in foul trouble. You just, that's a layup line, and you got to go play defense. Also, they were switching on Suggs, but it just felt like they couldn't guard him. Even Mikal Bridges changed his shot a lot, but Suggs showed he had some skills out there off the glass and hitting some 3-point shots. But everybody else on the Magic, where do they get their offense from? They're the 11th ranked offense in the NBA, the top 5 defensively. But we're slowly creeping up with our defense as far as efficiency goes. But I'm really still concerned about that perimeter defense. I don't know if we could really, we talk about OKC. That's why we want to play them. And even the Spurs, they got nothing but skilled guards over there in San Antonio. So to see either one of them is going to be a huge test to see if this Jalen Suggs thing was a farce. Don't know. But Desmond Bain was getting to the basket, no problem. Wemby's supposed to be playing tonight. Let's see if that goes. But a lot of confidence. I'm not all the way there yet with the championship thing because for me, you got to play championship style defense consistently. Offensively, we've been working it, and that's what I've been talking about. Flea said this last year about Bridges' offense leading to his defense, and he didn't like the fact that if Bridges wasn't scoring, he could tell that he wasn't going to go hard defensively, which I never even realized. But now we're kind of taking on that persona. The offense is flowing, and all of a sudden defensively, we're going to get a stop 1 out of every 3 possessions, and we're going to kill y'all. If you can't stop us, now what? So it's not like we're a bottom 10 defensive team. We're a top 10 defensive team. So if we figure out San Antonio, who are turning into a juggernaut, and OKC is the juggernaut of the NBA, sky's the limit, fellas. Sky is the limit.
Y'all a question. Have y'all noticed the last couple games? The difference is we're mixing it up on the offensive end. We're not hunting the 3-point shot. We're allowing the shot to come to us, and we're taking opposite shots. And to me, that's the big difference. Cat, Brunson, they're not hunting the 3-point shot. Guys are cutting to the basket. Guys are getting in the post. Cat is now mixing it up. He's actually getting in the post. He's actually getting the ball at the top of the key, and he's driving to the basket. So I think that's something that we need to pay attention to a lot. Look at a guy like OG. His 3-point shot has gotten better and better, but he doesn't hunt it. He'll pump fake you, sidestep, and then he'll have a wide open 3-point shot. So for me, just to watch us for the last couple games, mix it up with the inside out, a lot of transition, Josh Hart getting the ball and just going downhill, Brunson and these guys cutting to the basket. Now you seeing they throwing lobs to Mitchell Robinson. So I think us mixing it up, I think that's throwing everybody off because as we know, early in the season, we were just taking 3-point shots. So I think that's something we need to pay attention to. And I just love how we look when we mix it up on the offensive end. But I agree, Fabian, we still have to fix that defense. If we're going to win a championship or contend for a championship, we definitely got to fix that defense. But I just love how guys are mixing it up, not hunting the 3-point shot and just allowing the game to come to them. And it looks like beautiful basketball.
I'll get back to the OG point in a second because I forgot about my man. Damn. Sean Wilson, I didn't even hear what you said. I ain't minding you. You think I already got the signals tonight. I'm gonna drink my drink. I'm gonna keep drinking my drink and have a wonderful evening. Get out of here, Sean Wilson. I ain't worried about you. Mike Brown's at the podium. Bert, thank you to Brett Siegel. Hopefully I pronounce your name correctly. He has something to say about Brunson.
It was a well-coached team. Jamal Mosley as their head coach. And they're a really good team. They're physical and get up in you, and they do a good job defensively and kind of take you out of what you want to run, what you're trying to do. When you have an MVP of the league candidate in Jalen Brunson, 16 for 27, 40 points. He makes the game easier for everybody. That's what MVPs are supposed to do. And he definitely did that tonight. He scored for us when we didn't have much going with our offensive movement and stuff like that. And again, you give Orlando credit to play good defense, but you got a guy like that that can go get it. He keeps you in the games and he helps you get leads. And at the end of the day, he carries you home. So it's beautiful to be able to see him do what he's more than capable of doing on a national stage like this, in an environment like this, so that hopefully, you guys, the media, and the fans out there can continue talking about him as an MVP of this league, because that's exactly what he is.
You heard the man. Brunson MVP, getting MVP chance in Vegas, huh? A lot of dice rollers out there. Big money is on them Knicks right now. Flea, what we doing? MVP?
I like it. The fact that he's able to sustain his scoring output that he's been doing over the last couple of seasons, and then adjust to how Mike Brown is asking us to play basketball. Because, like, to OG's point, yeah, it seemed like we was falling in love with the three at the beginning of the season. But I think guys were thinking that is what Mike Brown is looking for. Like, get 2 feet in the paint, kick it out for 3-point shots. Although that is part of the offense, that's just not everything that he's asking. Like, he allows us to get mid-range shots. He allows us to get shots in the paint. Like, the offense puts you in positions where everybody is moving and you get the best shot available. And sometimes the best shot available is the second and third pass, which is wide open for a 3. But now that, like you said, OG, we mixing it up, getting shots in the paint, getting floaters, guys is getting lobs at the rim, and we still able to sustain that 3-point shot. Like, and Brunson is still able to go get you 40, and it don't feel like it was forced, right? It didn't feel like Brunson was just out there in ISO and, doing this. It looked like he was able to get his shots in the rhythm of the game. He didn't take anybody else out of their rhythm, and we just played like a cohesive unit. If we can, just continue to copy that game in and game out, every game is going to be different. But knowing that he still trusts his guys in this new offense is what's impressive to me. I know that this dude could score. His footwork is immaculate. He's going to take advantage of whoever's in front of him. Small guard, big guard, strong guard, long guard, whoever the fuck is in front of him, he's going to get to it. But the fact that he's able to do that still and get guys involved in this brand new offense that we running, that says a lot about who he is. I think that's what makes him an MVP. Not the fact that he could score. He's going to score with the best of them. But this adjustment that he's made, and it's putting us as one of the best teams in the league. Yeah, MVP me. Fuck out of here. MVP me. I heard you, Shay. I heard you, Joker. I heard you, MVP me. I like it.
It should stop right there. The next name should be Jalen Brunson. Flea, you're 100% correct. And think about this, and I'll let Fabian have it. Pause. This is the first time I've seen where we had 3-4 lob attempts. Remember, they threw one up the Mitch that it was a bad pass. Y'all don't forget, Cat rolled to the basket and got a lob, but it wasn't a dunk, but he laid it up. So you got to think about that when we mixing it up and things like that are rolling. Listen, it just makes the offense that much better. And then it was a play where Brunson went to the middle, he kicked it out, and then it was the hockey assist. They kicked it to OG, wide open 3-point shot. So listen, tonight is how we supposed to play every night. When you're a great team, when you have great players, and guys are fighting to win a championship, this is how you play on a consistent basis. Yeah, it seems like it might be a bit much, but it's really not. A lot of these teams, their 2 stars is averaging 25 plus. The other guys are averaging 15 to 17 plus. Everybody's doing their part. We just need our guys like everybody else. Do your part, and we ain't got to worry about no trade talks, no none of that. We solid, and we should be in the finals. But yeah, Flea, I agree with you. Put some respect on that young man's name. I've been saying it now for 2 seasons, Flea. Everybody laugh at me, joke at me. Yeah, I'm a Brunson stand, but like you said, Flea, he's been consistent. Right now, we look like the best team in the East. Okay, between us and Detroit. But the numbers he's putting up and what he's doing, let's not forget he deals with injuries too. OG in and out the lineup. Mitchell Robinson in and out the lineup. Deuce Shem in and out the lineup. And he still has us legit. Listen, top 3 MVP candidate. I said in the beginning of the season. Now look. Now we got coaches and now the NBA starting to pay attention now. Yeah, okay.
If real quick, Fabian, I like this, and keep us all up here, though, bro. I like this. Keep us. I want to see how I say it, but like for real, Mike Brown does a good job of that. Like you don't find too many coaches like singling their guy out and saying, putting a vote of confidence out there to say and propping him up and putting him where he, respectively needs to be. Like Mike, that's a great thing from your head coach, right? Like you need that from your guy, especially that has a voice that he has in the NBA. Yeah, Tibbs, is well respected amongst coaches and things like that. But Mike Brown has sat next to a lot of different guys, right, that have heavy influence in the NBA, right? He's been around a lot of different guys that got a lot of different players. So when he starts talking like that, that says a lot, right? And that's putting Brunson in the air that he needs to be with how he's playing right now. It just is what it is. Like, for us to go forward, I just want to say this too. For us to go forward, whatever the team looks like, the team got to be cohesive. Like the team has to be one. I see the comments and I see what's going on. Like we can't pit our guys against each other. Whether you love Cat more or whether you love Brunson more, the fact remains is that they have to be a cohesive unit for us to win. I don't care who's better or who's not. That doesn't matter to me. It matters about who's playing their role, who's doing what they do best, that's going to allow us to win games. Spit all the stats that you want at me. I don't give a fuck. I'm a stats guy too. We can have a stats war offline. At the end of the day, we got to win games. We're trying to win a championship. And if we can look like this, where Brunson is going to go out there and dominate his matchup every night and be a factor and just be one of the best players, if not the best player on the floor. And then he has Cat backing him up, where Cat is going to clean the glass, play competent defense, and still be 25 plus a night, and everybody else is settled into their roles. That's the making of trying to get forward towards a championship. Yep. I don't want to hear that shit no more about pitting our guys against each other. Miss me with that shit. We got to be tight. The locker room got to be tight. We got to like each other. We got to fuck with each other to win. So I just want to say that real quick, Ray and OG.
I'm going to pit whoever I want against each other, Flea. You ain't going to tell me what I can't do. You were saying this after we beat Orlando's ass and beat the Raptors' ass. No, we do that shit when we're losing and when we win. And you can't do it right now is really the point. And Mike Brown, to your point, excellent point of view, AllBall. Instilling confidence in a guy like Brunson, who's not going to be in the top 3 MVP candidates.
Well, Flea, hold on. Well, I can't take credit. Flea said that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Flea. Taking, Brunson's not going to be top 3 MVP candidates. He's not a shoo-in. The shoo-in is always going to be, the Giannis's, Jokers and Lukas and SGAs right now. That's just how it is. The winning records or whatever the case may be. And I saw Mike Brown doing it in Sacramento. Remember him bringing up Keegan Murray so he could boost up his rookie of the year odds. He spoke to, I think, Keegan Murray's defense also, and he was a rookie. I would think he was contrasting that with the Golden State Warriors run. He was there with Cleveland when LeBron was a baby and they went to the finals. He knows, yo, LeBron's, I don't need to say LeBron's an MVP. He might push for it. He might say like that's why he's an MVP or whatever, but it's not going to come off like this. And I guess it is important because the way he points out, even when we have a bad game, he's quick to point out, yo, Huck Porty got the Tims twice this year, all because of his verticals. He, kept his hands up, and maybe that influenced Cat. Yo, keep your hands up. There was one episode where we were saying, yo, Cat, he was just keeping his hands up the whole entire time defensively against either the Raptors. It was the Raptors. Amazing how he's doing that. And of course, with Brunson, I'm just not, I don't know if I'm not surprised. I'm definitely not shocked. Like, this is who he is. And we just said they got to follow his lead. And really, what we've always argued about for the last year or so, or more than that, was whether he can lead us to a championship. I've always felt that way since he came here. But now it's going back towards what you guys were arguing for. You, AllBall, and Flea saying, bro, he got to play more unselfish. And I'm arguing the teammates got to show up. Well, both happened. They both happened. And look what's happening. They're looking strong. They're looking strong. And you can build off these things. Of course, the trade rumors lurking. And it ain't, see, people think the social media stuff, it affects these players. But when you play in New York, it's different. They're going to ask you the same question 100 million times. We're going to be in the streets yelling Giannis and yelling for Donte to come back. That means we got to sacrifice these guys. They're saying that we can't trade for Donte unless you trade Deuce McBride and maybe Mitchell Robinson. And we know right now, I don't know. I don't know if we want to let them go because we're building. SGA and OKC, they already built their team the right way. Now, we're going to go for a championship run this year. I'm not saying to give it up, but there's free agents out there to add to this team. That's the one thing that going back to the Carmelo trade. It wasn't that I was mad that we traded the whole team for him. Is that let's add to this formula. We see something here that's exciting. It makes you want to go root for these guys. Jalen Brunson is so easy to root for when he's not hogging the ball, of course. And when he's scoring, of course, it's even easier. When he's lightning, he's dynamic. And Mike Brown makes this thing easier. We were so skeptical about him, and now he's just winning us over. He won me over in the summertime, of course. Flea will tell you that in a heartbeat. But he also is great to just listen to explaining the game, breaking it down. All those extra coaches plays, I'm not going to really memorize them, but the fact that he gets to explain them and why a Huck Porty is going to get the defensive player of the game for us this week or this game. All those things matter, like you guys said. It matters for us as fans, and it definitely should matter to the players. Forget us. It really doesn't matter what we say. It matters what is going on in that locker room with the trade rumors lingering. These guys are showing up, and I would imagine if it was any other locker room, maybe a different coach, maybe a different leader in Brunson, I would imagine this thing would be turning out rocky.
Y'all both made great points, and you said something that I'm gonna just respond to real quick, just brief. You said you're not surprised. I'm more so surprised of the league and the NBA and just everybody that covers the league not giving Brunson the props he deserves. Because if this was anybody else, if this was, y'all got to remember when John Morant was in his heyday, people was going berserk. Brunson is doing something in New York that people thought could never be done. Like you said, the New York media, just New York in general, is so difficult to play. And what this man has been doing since he's been here is nothing short of spectacular. And for people to still not have him in top MVP votes, to still not talk about him in top MVP votes, I'm still seeing the same three names: SGA, Joker, granted. But after that, where's Brunson? Right, we get Luka, we get Giannis, but Giannis and them ain't winning no games like us. So for me, I'm just disappointed in the basketball world. And it's not because I'm a Knicks fan and a diehard Brunson fan. It's just, yo, you got to give props when props is due. This man is 6'1". They say he's 6'2". And what he's doing on the court night in and night out on a consistent basis is insane. He's averaging 28. Come on, man. Come on. So for me, he's not playing with another all-first NBA. He's not playing with a super great defense. And what he's doing, listen, man, people need to stop ignoring that. So, Flea, I love that you said that just to acknowledge what Mike Brown is doing, because if Knicks Rehab don't do it, if our family in the chat don't do it, if Mike Brown don't do it, nobody else is gonna do it. Ain't none of these niggas that got these podcasts, these permanent former players, and they have players on there. Nobody's talking about Big Body Brunson like how we would. They're going to continue to keep talking about the same name over and over again. So I am a little shocked that guys are just not giving this guy the props he deserves, especially now that he's been doing it since he's been here. It's insane. I want to see how he gets robbed from All NBA first team. I want to see how he's going to get robbed. I just want to see how this is going to play out if he continues to play like this.
Oh, real quick, Flea. We continue in the Brunson glaze. A Pap
He
says
deserves it.
Brunson is the greatest Knick since Patrick Ewing.
I mean, you would have to agree with that, right? Whether you like Melo or not, I think you would have to agree with what he's putting together, like the Knicks resume that he's putting together. I thought, I'm a big Melo fan. I thought Melo's resume in New York was solid, right, for the time. But right now, the resurrection of the New York Knicks is fully like attached to Jalen Brunson. Everything is all the steps have kind of started with Jalen Brunson. Yes, Julius Randle is there to kind of be that conduit to get us there, but Jalen Brunson is the reason that we go to a next level. We talking about deep playoff runs. We talking about back-to-back 50-win seasons. We talking about that where people are respecting when the Knicks come into their gym. When you come into the Garden, you can't buy a win, right? Like that is completely attached to Jalen Brunson, and then just putting the team together. But if we're talking about since Patrick Ewing, like you have to give Jalen Brunson his kudos because he's just been playing lights out and it's consistent, right? There hasn't been a drop off. It looks like he just continues to get better and better. Every year it looks like he's adding something more and more to where you can't stop him, right? Find me a guard that's gonna stop him. I heard Brandon Jennings. I keep getting back to that. I heard what the fuck Brandon Jennings said. And from my recollection, I can't find nobody that has had great success with slowing down Jalen Brunson. I'm sure you could find me somebody who has had Jalen Brunson shoot the ball at 40%. I'm sure you could find me that. Great. But I'm talking about in totality, this nigga kicks anybody's ass that's in front of him. Whatever defense they throw at him, he tries to figure it out. Our guys got to show up, and that's what's been happening. That's why this thing looks different. Brunson just keeps getting better and better. Better decision-making. Getting guys involved. After game 2, what was that? Game 2 or game 3 last year in the playoffs against Detroit when we had an all-out war on here because of Jalen Brunson holding the basketball too much. Everybody is just settling into their roles, and you can't be mad at this. The Knicks, the team, are playing great basketball.
JR, thank you for your $4.99. I agree 100% with you, AllBall. Brunson carried a hurt and depleted team to a game 7 of the second round, and the media called it a fluke. He's our MVP. And is Brunson the greatest Knick since Patrick Ewing? I'm too young to remember to recall the draft, and all we could rely on was my mom telling me she was in Shea Stadium when the Knicks won the lottery, and they knew they were getting Patrick Ewing. We were going to get Patrick Ewing, and how ecstatic the whole city was because of it. And of course, if she was in Shea Stadium in the 80s, dear Lord, Mom, what you was doing out there? I gotta call my mom tonight, please. Oh Lord, I just thought about this. What you was doing in Shea Stadium in 1984? Huh? But I digress. People don't want to hear this. I wish AllBall was back. I think Brunson's a better Knick than Patrick Ewing, Carmelo Anthony.
Why does it have to be better? Why does it have to be better Knick than Patrick Ewing? Are you nuts?
Better. He's better, Flea.
No.
Patrick Ewing went to go sign with David Falk, Michael Jordan's agent. He told.
What does that have to do with anything?
He told X-Man, "Go do what's good with your family for your family. No, go win. Go be a leader." There's a reason why him and Charles Oakley have dissension. Period. When we talk about greatest, of course, there's no way he's going to be better than Patrick Ewing on that court, because you know I honor defense first, and that's a complete lopsided victory for Patrick Ewing. Player wise, Patrick Ewing is the best Knick ever. I don't think Willis Reed and Frazier, I don't think anybody's touching Patrick Ewing in terms of skills, talent, basketball talent. But in terms of who he is, what he brought to us, is beyond just being ecstatic, being able to root for him. I remember just being frustrated with Patrick Ewing in the 90s, and we got frustrated with Brunson. We do get frustrated with Brunson when he hogs the ball too much. Patrick Ewing was a black hole. There were things about him when we had to go to school and really deal with this every single day. And with Brunson, he helped lead the way. Of course, his agency is a little bit different. His family's running the whole organization. I don't know if the Badman, if Patrick Ewing and the Badman family was running the Knicks, how it would have turned out differently.
It's a different time.
Maybe
that wouldn't even been possible. It's
of course,
a different era of basketball.
It is.
That wouldn't even been possible. This is new age shit. This is fly shit. Like,
and yet here we are, where this could have been an utter failure. We've seen how nepotism works on the Lakers. That's how it works the other way. This could be a complete
man, you got
failure.
me loving on Jalen Brunson, and now you want me to turn on him in the same hour?
You don't have to turn on him. We've seen the Pistons, what they did, failed that nepotism, turned everything around, got rid of Joe Dumars, got rid of the old coach, and now they turned things around. Nepotism can be bad and good. It doesn't matter how you put a team together, but this thing could have fell right flat on his face. Brunson is a 6 foot scoring guard, and he's leading the way, the face of a really, in my opinion, it has to be the most valuable team in the NBA. I don't know how they differentiate all that. I don't know how they distinguish how the Knicks are less valuable than the Golden State Warriors. I can't believe that with so many stadiums that we take over, even while we lose. And Brunson helped complete the mission that Leon Rose started with the Randalls of the world and Tom Thibodeau's of the world. Again, he played with Luka, conference finals. We should have made a conference final with Julius Randle. We made the conference finals last year with Cat, different coaches. This is what he's doing. So as far as him being the best Knick since Patrick Ewing, I got him the best Knick since the 70s guys, and we're playing like the 70s guys that we've always heard about. Because the way I heard about them watching the documentary, they just seem to be the guys that, you know, of course you had the 60s teams, but those 70s Knicks changed sports, in my opinion. The way they talk about them is like, yo, they were a team top to bottom. They had Clyde Frazier and Black Jesus out there, the original. The Cadillac backcourt. They thought, the Rolls Royce backcourt, excuse me, they thought it wasn't going to work, and they made it work because they were selfless. And Brunson, being a scoring guard, we're asking him to be selfless, and he's doing it in real time with a new coach. And he's just amazing, man. He's just amazing, Flea.
Yeah. I do not tolerate any Patrick Ewing hate. I think it's some of the most ridiculous shit that New York Knicks, that diehard New York Knicks fans love to lean into because of the disappointment and not winning. I think it's a cop-out. I think it's soft. I think it's weak of New York Knicks fans to ever do that. I love Jalen Brunson, but allow this story to play out before we start crowning Jalen Brunson. Like, let this story play out. Patrick Ewing led a team for a decade by himself as the best player, with John fucking Starks as his second best player. Please, everybody that has something to say about Patrick Ewing, shut the fuck up, respectfully. That's the most asinine thing anybody ever says about Patrick Ewing and all the hate that he gets. He played defense. He was a top 5 center in the league every year, top 3 at some point. Now, first team All NBA at one point. Like, y'all gotta stop with the revisionist history. It's ridiculous. We did not win. Absolutely right. But like, slow down with the acting like Patrick Ewing didn't come here and do everything he could to win us a championship. Stop it. Again, his second best player was John Starks. You niggas love John Starks because he used to bag groceries and made the NBA. He was never a great 2 guard in the NBA. Stop this shit. Show respect to Patrick Ewing. You niggas are nuts. Jalen Brunson is great. Karl Anthony Towns is great. Do not disrespect Patrick Ewing. You niggas are fools. Go back and watch. Miss me with he was a ball hog. Who was his second best player? Charles Oakley? Like, stop this, man. Stop this. We were a great team in the 90s solely because of Patrick Ewing. And they did nothing to surround him with great players until he was old. And then they bring in a Allen Houston. Then they bring in a Spreewell. Then they bring in a Marcus Camby. Like, tell the whole story. Stop with this, oh, we don't like Patrick Ewing because of the finger roll and because of this and because of that. Shut the hell up. Go back to what really happened. Stop that, man. Come on, y'all. Y'all better than that.
If it wasn't for him, I don't know where the Knicks would be at this point. Patrick Ewing bridged the gap between the obscure Knicks, Bernard King going down. He deserves a statue in front of the guard. I don't know where that's at. Again, he's probably the best Knick player of all time. But I'm talking about greatness. I'm talking about when we root for a guy. I'm talking about everything that big body Brunson brings for a 6-foot guard that you said you agree with Becky Hammond's punk ass about. That's what I'm talking about. He shouldn't be in this position, and he's in it. He was a number 1 draft pick. He was supposed to be all that. And if I feel disappointed in it, I just do. And I haven't felt disappointed in Brunson, really. I just haven't. Yeah, I could point to his defense. Yeah, I could point to certain things, but he makes up for all that. And he's the leader of this team. And he's showing it through and through and through every night in, night out. Even when they ask about the MVP, nah, that ain't all that, man. I ain't worried about no MVP. I'm worried about winning. And I didn't even get to his last 5 games before tonight. He's been shooting crazy. 35 points.
Matter of fact, right? Got 5 wins in a row.
Yep, this is our 5th win in a row.
Yep.
35 points, 30, 33 points, 26 points for his last 4 games. 40 tonight, of course. He shot 13 to 19, 10 to 23, 9 to 17, 9 to 16. He's going crazy. The assists aren't all the way up, but you know, he's doing this thing, man. I just gotta show him love. And we gotta show the Super Chats love, damn it. Because they bringing up Carmelo Anthony. Hey, Pap, thank you for your $5. The Carmelo teams had 2 good years. After Roy Hibbert blocked that shot, it was never the same. Did that hurt more than the finger roll, the Patrick Ewing finger roll? Nah. It was disappointing. But even that, like, to Flea's point, he didn't have a full team for those 5-6 years. Melo had to deal with Phil Jackson's punk ass hiring Derek Fisher for the first time coach. Didn't have any experience. Can't blame Melo.
That finger roll hurt, man. You got to turn that bitch over and dunk that. I was mad at Pat too. I get it, but let's not act like he didn't carry us. Like, that shit hurt.
That was awful.
You got to dunk that. And he had the leg sleeve. Remember, he had the leg sleeve on. That's when he had the leg sleeve.
The leg sleeve. He had two. He had a pillow on each kneecap.
No knee. Out there working, giving out work.
As soon as he stepped on the court, he was sweating. Patrick Ewing, man, Badman. Rico, thank you for your $5 and letting Tori B know where the dice game was at last night. Very good information. Thank you, Rico, for being a New York City vet, even out there in the ATL or Georgia, wherever you at.
Rico.
Yo, I gotta go celebrate in Magic City now. In Atlanta, you are in Atlanta. Mad love and respect. Knicks Rehab, Bobby Brown Flea. Good take. I don't care who in the West. We face. I want the smoke. Jesus Christ, Bobby Brown Flea. I don't like that. Flea. Nah, man. Bobby Brown was, come on, man. He has a lot of struggles in his life that Flea does not have.
Fight with Rico if you want to. Fight with Rico if you want to. That nigga don't care. You know how my guy Rico give it up. He don't care. Fight with Rico if you want to.
Rico, unfortunately, it wouldn't be the first time I had to go at it with a killer. But my point is that Flea ain't no damn crackhead. Not doing that to my guy.
I am not.
I am not. I can confirm. I don't know smoke crack. Okay. Crack. That's cheap. The way they used to was wild. Yo, she told her to pull out. She said, "Yo, please." She said, "Where the receipts at? Pull the receipts out on my crack purchases." God bless her dad, Whitney Houston, that angelic voice,
Whitney,
man.
Big shout out to Whitney, man.
They all thank you for your $4.99. Can't we address the elephant in the room? Do we make a trade and potentially ruin the team chemistry? That's where we at with it, Fleet. I'll say no for now. You can't do it right now.
I say any tweaks to the bench is what you have to do. I don't think you tweak any of our core guys at this point, right? Unless it's that big splash, right? Unless it's that big joker, big pun intended, right? Unless it's that big joker, right? Whatever the big joker is right now. Unless it's that, I don't think so. You don't. We're finally figuring out how to play together, and this is right over the quarter season mark. We finally figuring it out. I don't do that. Bench stuff, like the Alvarado stuff, the Divincenzo stuff. That's cool stuff, right? That's cool stuff to explore if you want to do stuff like that. But nothing that involves, moving an OG, a Bridges, a Hart, a Cat, a Brunson, right? Like unless it's like I said, a big joker, a big domino. You don't mess around and tweak nothing. Right now. Even here's the thing for me. I'll be honest. Y'all know anybody that's been watching this show for the longest, I have this love-hate relationship with Mitchell Robinson, right? One day I come in here and I curse Mitchell Robinson out. I'm done with him. I don't want him to have nothing to do with Mitchell Robinson. Then I come in here the next day and I'm Mitchell Robinson's biggest fan. I got the pom-poms on. I'm going crazy. Mitchell Robinson is the best thing since sliced bread, right? What Mitchell Robinson brings is one of the most unique things in basketball, right? I don't know if you could find anybody else in the NBA that what he brings to the Knicks, anybody else duplicates that on an NBA team. You can't find me one. He gives us 5 to 8, almost 10 extra possessions a game, not only from offensive rebounds, but from tip outs, from blocks. Like everything he does is just an additive. He plays winning basketball. That's what you call it. He just plays winning basketball. Can you nitpick about the free throws? For sure. Can you nitpick about stupid fouls and being undisciplined from time to time? For sure. But what he does, I can't find another dude that's going to do what he does. And so it makes it very hard for me to be like, yo, get rid of him because, we can add to the bench. It's tough. It's tough, Ray. So I just want to be honest. I don't want nobody to say, oh, Flea's a hypocrite. I'm being honest. Ray knows this. I'll come in some days and be like, get Mitchell Robinson the fuck out of here because I can't rely on him. And then some days I come in and say, he is the best damn player on the court that can't score. And like, it's just where I'm at with Mitch. And, maybe we could discuss that trade real quick, right, Fabian? I tried to send my guys. I've been load managing for the last couple of days, been out of town and stuff, but I threw a potential trade, what it would look like if we tried to get a Divincenzo and Alvarado in the house at the same time. I don't know if you could dial that up.
I don't know if I could dial. I think it was a picture, so it's hard to pull up the picture. But
okay.
I think I could find it. Where the pictures at, man? Where the pictures at? Where the pictures at? Where my pictures is at? Damn it.
You saw him wilding?
Ooh.
They called him
Oh
Tracy
my
Morgan.
God. And it was mad funny.
It was funny. But what was he going to do? Keep it a buck. What was he going to do? What was he going to do?
Nothing.
To a streamer or a content creator. What was you about to do? Busta Rhymes. But just talk tough. I hate these niggas, man. That's why I say what I say. I don't want to talk to none of you niggas. That's why I say that. For shit like that. What was you about to do? The white boy was being funny. Okay. If you ain't like the joke, bad joke. Cool. Bad joke. But now you're going to be tough and do what? What was you going to do? For real. What was he really going to do? And then his son showed him. Then son tried to show him love.
Stay black.
Stay black. I don't care about that shit. Stay black. I don't care about that shit.
Hold on, that shit was bad funny.
That shit was funny, but it's like, come on, Busta.
You got to be careful. That's why I told y'all, if you see me in the streets, I'm with my family, leave me alone. But now you got guys looking for those kind of, moments, viral moments, and they'll go at Busta Rhymes or whoever it is. But he got to calm the hell down. I don't know if maybe he was having a bad day. I don't think it's his first time doing that. But as far as the trade goes, this is a doozy. So it will be a 3-team trade. I can't pull it up. The Knicks will receive Donte Divincenzo, Jose Alvarado, and Evie Misi, who's a decent talent out there with the Pelicans. It will be a 3-team trade with the Timberwolves and the New Orleans Pelicans. We would send out Deuce McBride, Landry Shamet, Mitchell Robinson, Pacomi Dadier. Deuce McBride and Landry Shamet will land in Minnesota. Sadiq Bey lands in with the Timberwolves. The Pelicans would get Mitchell Robinson and Pacomi Dadier. Again, we would receive Donte DiVincenzo and Jose Alvarado and Evie Misi.
But we would get Alvarado, DiVincenzo, and Misi, but you would be trading McBride, Shamet, and Mitchell Robinson, which I don't really know if I'm comfortable with that. I love the addition of Donte. He's a big shot taker, big shot maker. I watched him last night close out Golden State. Close them niggas out. Julius Randle had a great game, whole game. Julius Randle was playing his ass off, right? Steph Curry was phenomenal, especially down the stretch. Phenomenal. The nigga that closed them out last night was that cold ass white boy Donte DiVincenzo. He is a big shot taker, big shot maker. I don't mind having Donte back as a Knick, but I don't know if I'm very, very comfortable with sacrificing who Deuce McBride has grown into and what Mitchell Robinson brings to us. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know. It's tough.
Dante's also chippy. Doesn't care about them damn Pistons.
He'll get mixy.
That's what you need as far as that goes. I think that's a little too much. Mitchell Robinson and Deuce for Donte, Jose Alvarado. I know Evie Misi has a lot of talent, very athletic, but he'll be another guy that you have another project in the making, in the works. Like Huck Porty and these guys and Diawara. So it's a tough trade, especially when you have this chemistry, especially when Mitchell Robinson, he knows how to deal with the New York media. Mitchell Robinson today did not look out of breath. He looked like he was in shape.
Looked great.
And because if he wasn't, we would be on here on his ass. I was some crazy top. Shit. I was gonna say his monster truck.
Pause.
Right. Hey, I said it anyway.
Because you walking around like Yava now. You like talk about baddies. You so flagrant. You so flagrant. You're gonna have to tell your assistant to play Mike Brown to get you in the mood. That's terrible.
To play a Mike Brown or post-game press conference. Yeah, so Jalen Brunson is the MVP, and we're gonna give Josh Hart the
fuck TP2, fuck R. Kelly, fuck the 90s R&B greatest hits. Fabian wants Mike Brown press conferences before he gets to business. Get this nigga out of here, man.
The MBPC. Best Buy.
Disgusting.
You're nasty. How you fantasize this? Best Buy. Best name in the business. No offense to anybody. All the ladies. Nobody got a name like Best Buy on YouTube, on anywhere on the internet. Hopefully you don't get sued by that company. Thank you for your $4.99. Towns playing his ass off to stay in New York. New York Knicks never scared. The best breakdown is here. AllBall TV 100%. Real. Thank you. No, thank you for your $4.99.
Thank you, my brother.
Myth, thank you for your $5. Salute to Knicks haters in the chat. I didn't even see that beforehand. That's mad funny. Amazing.
They wasn't around.
Thank you for I seen a Detroit guy in there. Get out of here, Detroit. That's like a go help at the Pistons.
Somebody tried to say I look like somebody tried to say I look like Cameron. I thought that was funny.
That is funny. Amazing. Thank you for your $4.99.
$4.99.
Salute Knicks Rehab in chat. So is Josh Hart in the start lineup for good now? We look much better with him starting. Come on, please. Mike Brown already told y'all.
Yeah, Josh Hart. Y'all know how they used to say Rick Fox? I don't know if you ever used to watch the game. The game was a really good sitcom. Y'all know, don't hate. The Game was fire. It was quirky and stupid, but it was fire. But they,
They were all in relationships and stuff.
Fox.
Used to be on
Yeah, the football joint. Yeah, with it was just bad. It was bad. It was bad TV, but it was
not bad TV.
I thought it was good, but
yeah.
it was just quirky and stupid. Like it was, you know what I'm saying?
The white chick from she's a twin.
Yeah, but also Tia.
I was gonna say, okay. Is that what she met her husband at? Isn't her husband on the or ex-husband on the show?
No, he wasn't on the show. He wasn't on the show.
But
on the show, they used to say Rick Fox. Now we got to say Josh Hart. Josh Hart, heart and soul. Like Cool Barrel just said, heart and soul to the New York Knicks, man. Like I said.
What was that? Hold on. What was that name again?
Josh Hart. Earlier, Fabian, somebody said that's the quote of the night. Josh Hart out there doing everything and a whole lot of nothing.
Lately he's been doing a lot of everything. That's what it is about Josh Hart. Come on now.
Yes, he has.
Jason Edwards, thank you for your $10. Usually when somebody drops more than that, they're trying to hate. But thank you. I can see it right here.
Love.
Here we go. Pat Ewing, aka Golden Knees, put New York on his back and rocked from 85 to 2000. He made us relevant for a decade plus. Yo, Flea, you went to Rice? Harlem is here all day.
That's what's up. I did not go to Rice, my brother, but I got a lot of family. I got a lot of guys, my brothers that went to Rice. I did not go to Rice, though. I don't know if I'm giving off a Harlem feel. I'm from Queens, though. So big shout out to James Edwards.
They get taking that cab shit way too far. Come on, man. Thank you for staying with us because hold on, Flea. I'm holding on to Flea. It's Saturday night because I know Flea can stay on here. I'm not gonna be on here for 3 hours, man. I already know the spiel. He trying to get us, y'all. He ain't getting me, not today. I took the glass.
He ain't getting me, not today. Go to hell, Ray.
Come on, man. We got some things to talk about. Stay in the building. Chat it up with us. What you think about what we're gonna say on
AllBall suckers.
AllBall reaction. Yeah. AllBall reaction, baby Bubba. Come on. Yo, Flea, you missed it a couple days. The Kobe Bryant hate train has been going hard body karate. And we know you're the biggest Kobe Bryant fan in the building.
It's a fact.
You love Kobe like I love Pac. And they kind of look alike when they were younger. Nobody says that.
Resemblance.
There is.
If you looked at Kobe in that picture, when he's at the Phillies game, and you look at Pac when he had hair, look, they do resemble each other. That's a fact.
It's crazy. Bill Simmons.
Yes, I am, Cherokee.
Oh, here we go. Bill Simmons.
Linden Boulevard in 225th. That's where I'm at.
This is when I try to introduce the topic, Flea. You got it. I mean,
let me get my queen shit off, man. Be cool.
All right. I'll hit the bookmark button again so I know where to edit this at. Bill Simmons is a Kobe hater. We got proof. We ain't playing with you. Here he is with Nick Wright, trying to figure out where he is on a basketball Mount Rushmore compared to Steph Curry. I don't know what they be talking about. This guy looks like Dracula, and Bill Simmons, you age like 50 years.
But you don't have him ahead of Larry Bird.
No, but I do think Curry versus Kobe is a better argument that people want to give it credit for. I mean, Kobe only won one MVP, and he won the 2 on his own. Steph won 4. He won the 1 on his own. Then the other 3, I guess you could give him 15. But that I just think it's a better argument than people give it credit for. Where Kobe wins it, I think, if you're going to give it to Kobe, is all of those All NBAs and everything else he did. Basically, after 08, he has this whole like second prime that Steph hasn't really totally had.
Listen, you and I are in lockstep on I think for the good and bad about Kobe. Like what is true on the con side of the ledger is he has a couple grisly finals, and they're not always, and it's not just when he was a kid. His finals against the Pistons was a disaster. And it's not just the 3 years smack dab in the middle of your prime where you miss the playoffs and then don't get out of round one.
Yeah.
But the blowing a 3-1 lead in round one and game 7, second half quitting is like a real thing. Now, he overcame it because of those titles, but does that offset enough of he was such a better defensive player than Steph? Like, but it is that's a fair argument.
But you could argue with the case for Steph, if you're going to go deep on this, is the shooting and the threat of his shooting and how it affected the court and how the defense, almost like having Tyreek Hill on offense where the whole secondary has to shift toward him and it opens up all this other stuff. That would be part of the Curry case. And also, like, he was an amazing teammate, and Kobe was up and down on that stuff. I think even the biggest Kobe fans would admit that. He had some rocky years there.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
To say the least.
Rocky years. I think that's fair.
He had his coach writing an entire book about what a pain in the ass he was. Like, these are things that happen.
But
so he's better because he's a better person. Who will fuck about if Steph Curry's a good person? I don't know these niggas. I don't care. Bill Simmons, you don't know him either. Fuck do you care if he's a better person or not? Like, talk the game of basketball. Like, what are we talking about, right? If he's a better person or not? Are we serious right now? Like, I don't care about that. Don't talk to me about if he was a better teammate. Has Steph Curry ever been in a position where he had to face some level of adversity with a roster? How many poor rosters has Steph Curry had to overcome? This one right now, this one has multiple All-Stars on it. How many rosters has he had without having multiple All-Stars on it? I don't even think that should even be the conversation of Steph Curry and Kobe Bryant. All of this Kobe smoke is real convenient now that it's rest in peace in front of his name now. All of this smoke, like, at one point y'all didn't like him, but y'all never questioned if he was a great basketball player or where he was put in the pantheon of great players. And now that he's gone and really can't speak up for himself, and everybody has to look like fanboys, a la myself, to stick up for him, now it's easier because y'all can fight against us. But when y'all was fighting against him, you niggas was scared. That's the other thing. He put fear in you niggas' heart. The same way Mike does is the same way Kobe does. Put fear in you niggas' heart for you niggas to even, like, really break down the game with him. You couldn't even sit down at the same table with him and break down games. They said, you know what, fuck it. We're going to give him a show on ESPN called Details where he breaks down the game. It's not even him. Not even him. He going to break down today's game to let you niggas know you niggas could never sit down with me and really talk basketball. Really talk the game. Because a lot of opinions and emotions are going to get into the conversation when you start talking with Kobe. And he doesn't move off that. We're moving off straight facts. What works, what didn't work. Can he own those 3 years during the time where he struggled? For sure. Tell me who his point guard was. Don't worry, I will. Smush Parker. Tell me who his second best player on his team was during the years Kobe struggled. Tell me his center. Don't worry, I will. Chris Mim. We're expecting great minutes out of Luke Walton. And he still carried that team to the playoffs. Get the fuck out of here with a lot of that shit when y'all bring up Kobe Bryant and this hate train that people are trying to get on about can he be matched up with Steph Curry and all that. Steph is in a different lane. He's a game changer. He's a transcendent player. He just did everything to change the game of basketball in the era that he played. We're not changing that. But Steph could not carry a team by himself. That hasn't been like solely by himself without any other role players playing at an elite level. He hasn't done that. So I just think it's extremely, extremely convenient to play with Kobe Bryant's name right now. While he's no longer here. It's insane. It's insane to me how we try to do this, and then back it up with facts that are just real. Like, we could shoot a lot of holes. The conversation with him and Tim Duncan, we could shoot a lot of holes in that shit. I just talked to my guy Fabian about this the other day, about a lot of playoff flameouts that Tim Duncan is a part of that a lot of you niggas don't want to talk about. Losing to Dallas in the first rounds of series. Losing as a number 1 seed against an 8 seed Memphis Grizzlies. Like, we don't like to talk about everybody's failures. We like to blow up Kobe Bryant's failures when we act like every great player in this league hasn't had failures. Like, stop this shit. Everybody has had and reached a point where they have to bounce back. They have to bounce back. And Kobe's not just the only one. And the niggas that y'all like to compare them to, they had failures too. Kobe Bryant wasn't some sidekick at 22 years old. The fact that Shaq was the most dominant figure in the league does not negate the fact that Kobe Bryant was arguably the first, second, or third best player in the league at 22 years old. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? My passion right now, guys, is for all this noise that comes around his name. It's nasty. It's nasty. And a lot of it is not factual. It's not. It's revisionist history. Go back to a lot of shit that happened. Every flaw, every failure he bounced back from. Oh, y'all said I'm a rapist. Heard you. We're gonna bounce back from that.
Good. They put a G in front of that word on YouTube.
Rapist, my fault. Y'all said I was a rapist. Okay, we bounce back from that. Okay, I lose in the finals to Boston. Okay, we bounce back from that. We win 2 in a row, back to back it, right? Without Shaq, right? Who I was the sidekick for. Like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. We all love basketball. We all love this hot take era. We all love saying fly shit and validating what we think. But be cool. Be cool. Go back and really watch what happened. Miss the narratives. There's plenty of ways to go watch the game and fact check yourself and not worry about what and repeat what somebody said that you think is cool. Go back and really watch what happened.
I don't think Kobe's better than Tim Duncan, or it's not easier to win with Kobe than Tim Duncan. But that's just me. Dom says I'm biased because I'm biased to the bigger guys, and I'm like, yeah, because tall players, it's a bias for me. Cool. But this is when it gets out of hand, because I always tell you I earn respect, or Kobe earns my respect, or he gets my respect every single day that passes by, because we have to go and revisit. As you said, this ain't revisionist history. This all stemmed from an article that Scoop Jackson wrote about over 20 years ago about Kobe Bryant and the hate that he got at that time from the media and from people in general. Me being one of them, but probably not at this point, because this is when he caught the case already. This is Scoop Jackson on Kobe. Truth is, Kobe Bryant might never win the MVP of the league. He is hated too much. Hated by those who cast votes. Writers won't honor Kobe like that. As one writer said to me when the subject was brought up in conversation for an election year, Kobe's electability quotient is 0. How is hate justified? Easy, by being consistent, because if we are honest, if we look at what Kobe Bryant has done in the past 2 seasons without winning the MVP, there should be no way he can win it this year, which leads us back to the hate. A man averages 35 points per game, the 8th highest average in league history. He gives you 5.3 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1.8 steals. He has 27 games of 40-plus points, has 1 month where he averages 43 points per game, scores 81 in one game, and outscores an entire team in another. He scored 62 against Dallas and sat out that 4th quarter. By the way, everybody forgets the Mavericks were the best defense that season. He scored 62 on in 3 quarters. He's on all the defensive first team, something that not one of the other players in the MVP running is included on that season, and he leads a CBA-built team to the playoffs. The man has a season that no one is likely to see for another generation, and he comes in 4th in the MVP voting that year. I want to revisit this real quick. The truth is, Kobe Bryant might never win the MVP of the league. He is hated too much. Hated by those who cast votes. Writers won't honor Kobe like that. As one writer said to me when the subject was brought up in conversation for an election year, Kobe's electability quotient is 0. Hated by those who cast votes. Writers won't honor Kobe like that. That is very key to something that I always bring up, and nobody believes me. Bill Simmons used to write back then. Bill Simmons used to write on page 2. Everyone knows I'm a Bill Simmons fan. Everybody knows that. But I never understood the Kobe hate like this much, and not being as objective as possible as a writer, as someone who can have MVP votes or submit MVP votes. Bill Simmons wrote 20 years ago, right after the 81-point game, he was thinking of, here's what kills me. When I checked back from the video store, he went to a video store to get to rent a videotape. This is how old this is, with his father. and he almost missed the end of the Kobe Bryant 81-point game. He monitors the Laker game since Kobe reached the "you always need to make sure Kobe isn't feeling it" status about 2 months ago, when it became apparent that his team stunk and Phil Jackson was fine with Kobe gunning 35 to 40 times a game. I don't like the Lakers, and I definitely don't like Kobe that much, except for the Black Mamba gimmick, which delights me to no end. It's a form of basketball that's never been seen at this level, as I wrote 2 weeks ago. It's like Teen Wolf sprung to life. Not only is Mamba hogging the ball to a historic degree, just about everyone else on the Lakers seems okay with it. It's their only chance to win. Okay, but you said, I don't like the Lakers and I don't like Kobe that much. That was part of the problem, and that's been my problem with everybody that does revisionist history. I didn't like Kobe when he first came to the league. He was part of the whole next Michael Jordan train. Grant Hill was on it for a little bit. Of course, Harold Miner, Isaiah Ryder, a bunch of guys that were on that. But
Bean did it the right way.
He did do it the right way, and he proved himself for someone who was supposed to be a no-frills Michael Jordan. He came out and went bananas. But even in the face of that, he progressed to become, like you said, an MVP candidate alongside Shaq. I don't know if we've ever seen that before. Maybe Akeem Olajuwon and Ralph Sampson, two guys are MVP with MVP votes. Just these, Pippen never did it with Jordan. All these MVP guys that were alongside, or all around players and great players that were alongside another MVP guy, we've never seen it before. And my whole thing is going back to Nick, right? I don't know what finals he's talking about. They had a bad finals. His first finals when he was 21 years old. And that same final, his first finals was one against the Pacers, where he carried them in the game where Shaq fouled out and he scored like 25 straight points. He injured his ankle. He missed the game, came back and was still busting their ass. That game, the year after that, they played Philly, then they played the Nets. All these in the face in real time, Kobe was facing the hate and the old school tradition of basketball. He didn't play in this era where it was super friendly and they would have catered to a Kobe Bryant. We would have loved Kobe in this era if we loved Ant-Man. Obviously, back then, with Phil Jackson saying, yo, we got to feed the big man. After Kobe scored 8 straight games with 40 points. I think it was 7. And he told me, yo, slow down. We got to feed the big man. Kobe goes out and scores 39 on purpose. He was built differently. He just was. And I just didn't know what the hell Nick Wright was talking about with that. The bad finals against the Pistons, again, this is going to go along with getting Shaq traded. And the real point with all this was Steph Curry. I don't have Steph Curry in my top 10. I probably never will. Steph Curry could do what nobody could do. Nobody could shoot like Steph Curry. Cool. But he could never, ever do or attempt to do what Kobe did. Kobe went and basically, yes, he shot the Lakers out of that finals against the Pistons. But guess what? Mm-hmm. Steph Curry could never bring that ball up and take a game over like that if he wanted to. He's not doing it. Not against the Detroit Pistons. That Detroit Pistons, one of the best, greatest defenses ever. Then you follow up in the summertime as, yo, it's either me or Shaq. One got to go. I'm up against Mike. I'm taking on this GOAT thing. For real, for real. I earn respect for him all the time because of this. And the only player that ever, no, he definitely had more pressure than Kobe Bryant. The only person that's in this category who really originated the Mamba mentality is Bill Russell. Because ain't nobody playing under them damn conditions. Nobody I know would play under Bill Russell's conditions. So he's in a different category. He led this whole Mamba mentality that everybody talks about. Jordan, Willis Reed, all these guys. Bill Russell started that. But Kobe continued it. He continued it in the face of catching the case, in the face of being the most hated player at that time. In that article, they even go in to mention Terrell Owens, Barry Bonds, all the players that Scoop Jackson felt like, yo, these were the guys everybody hates on. And he felt like, of course, it was racial. It was racist because they didn't want Kobe to be this guy. And it felt that way. We even saw, yo, how did he get no MVP votes the year before in 2003 when he came back? Near with Shaq, and he got like 15 votes or whatever it was when he was going crazy, when they finally decided to go vote for him. Because the guys like Bill Simmons, because the writers like Bill Simmons. All you guys are in your feelings for whatever reason and not keeping it to basketball. Same thing with T.O. There's no way T.O. wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? So when we talk about basketball, Steph Curry could never play defense like Kobe Bryant. No, he's not Kawhi. No, he's not Pippen. None of them guys. Okay, cool. Steph Curry's nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. That was my thing with Tim Duncan over Kobe. The defense is just too crazy. What I say about Brunson and Patrick Ewing, That shit is so lopsided defensively that there's no way he could ever be on the same level as Patrick Ewing as a player. As a player. Now, does Steph Curry have a better career than Kobe? Would we prefer to have Steph's career where the kind of pressure you face outside of basketball is your wife might be talking too much? I don't know, maybe, but that is my point. Kobe's pressure was, I'm the next Mike. I'm kind of like a Hollywood project where they're trying to make me into this image of the next Michael Jordan. And who the hell else lived up to it before LeBron? Nobody. There was failure after failure in the league. Steph Curry could never come into the league and be the next Michael Jordan. That's the GOAT. When you say he's better than Kobe, now you're talking about, is he better than Jordan? And we would never have that conversation. You will be laughed out of every room, banned from every basketball conversation ever. I would never want to talk to you if you think Steph Curry's on the same level as Michael Jordan. You out your damn mind. Kobe, the disrespect has always been there, and people thought he was the best back then. I don't understand where we think it's new. It's not new. It's not new. I don't think it's new. It's been there because I know how I felt. So I just don't like when it's out of.
But that was an emotional thing. That had nothing to do with basketball. If you looked at the basketball game, you understood who Kobe Bryant was at 21 years old. After his third year in the league, nothing was ever handed to this dude. This whole thing about in the same lane as Grant Hill and Penny Hardaway and all that kind of stuff, like there was a build up for them. We watched Grant Hill in college for 4 years dominate in Duke, and we were salivating, could not wait for Grant Hill to become a pro. And when Penny was at Memphis, we could not wait for that dude to become a pro. Kobe Bryant was at Lower Merion at 17 years old. If we're not in tune with the tri-state area and know what the fuck was going on with a town a little outside of Philly, you didn't know who Kobe Bryant was. It's just the facts. And then he comes in and has to earn everything. Not this coming in the league and there's the all-out Michael Jordan comparisons. That didn't start until now. Oh, shit. He can carry a team in the playoffs. Oh, shit, look at this guy's game. Oh, now we're being vocal. About, I patent my game after Michael Jordan. When he came in the league, there was no talks of, this is the next Michael Jordan.
There was, but after the slam dunk contest, it was immediate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But again,
okay.
I definitely remember it. I remember that's part of the reason why I hate LA. Another one. It was just, stop with the no, like, we're going to compare everybody to Michael Jordan. Everybody's not going to be Mike, bro. And I guess my thing also is the shot chucking. And after I seen Legend of Winners video about Kobe Bryant with the shots, that era was shot chucking. Everybody had one star on each team. That's how they built the NBA back then. And Kobe was better than everybody at that. He was way more efficient than everybody at that. And nobody was really in that position. Jordan didn't have to carry a team for 3 years after he got Shaq traded. And what people don't mention, Steph Curry don't got the balls to go trade Kevin Durant. Steph Curry don't got the balls to go tell Shaq, yo, man, get out of here. It's either me or him. You don't think Michael Jordan would have told Jerry West and them, whoever the hell was running the Lakers, yo, man, I'm sick of this, man. I want to be the GOAT. There's a guy named Kobe that came before me, and I want to go be known as better than him. He never had to play against that pressure. And yes, it is pressure, but that's a guy who loved pressure. That's another guy that they always said, yo, don't talk to him, man. Leave that man alone.
Leave him alone.
I've never heard that about Kobe. You couldn't just be physical with Kobe. There was not that was not in the playbook. That was not in the scouting report. And
everybody,
I'm sorry, Flea. Kobe never got to play in this era, but he's allowed to be that guy. The guy that they hate on is the guy that they love now. And that's why, a month where he scored 43, and y'all telling me he couldn't average 50 in this era? He would have averaged 50. He would have gone bananas in one season. With a whack-ass team, he's scoring 50 because there's nothing you could do about it. He really, he's sitting out there like, that's what's in style? That's what we got to do to dominate? He was really, what's my guy's name? Jav from Uptown. He really met Kobe. I think he went to Rice. He said, yo, we had practice. He was chilling, talking to us. And he said, yo, he handed them a quarter, told them, yo, throw that quarter on the court. Every time they threw the quarter on the court, he would tell them how many feet away the quarter was from the rim. Every single position on the court. Nah, I'm not saying Steph Curry can't do that, but this is the mindset that we're talking about, and he's physically gifted like that. So the Kobe Bryant disrespect becomes disrespectful for me because You guys don't do it right. Steph Curry, we love Steph Curry. What he did was amazing. Kobe could never be him because they love him so much. They love Steph Curry so much. And nobody could deal with the kind of hate that Kobe did. You saw LeBron. I got LeBron over Kobe. LeBron can't handle that pressure. He can't handle that pressure. Let's keep it 1,000. That level of pressure is different. I don't know if I can handle that, bro. That's a lot for a man to take on. Walk the streets every day and be called certain names. Take that on, man. He's in LA. He's a popular celebrity. Got to deal with all that in every city and still dropping 50 on your ass. It's different level, man. I always try to give him his respect. And Bill Simmons, stop the hate, bro. Nick Wright, get a haircut. You look crazy.
Yeah, man, and get your teeth done. Start brushing your teeth. You smoke too much for you be talking. Like, you gotta brush your teeth. You gotta get the right, like, these niggas' mouths be looking mucky. I don't like you gotta watch these guys talk. If we like these guys, we gotta watch them talk, but they mouths be looking all mucky and shit. Like, floss, brush your bricks, man. This shit be looking dusty. I don't even want to watch these niggas talk sometimes. Like, do y'all care about mouth hygiene? It's wild to me. I don't understand it. But anyway, like, to be responsible, to single-handedly turning around USA basketball, that's something else that's super underrated from Kobe Bryant. Like, we were a laughingstock in USA basketball before we brought him in 08 and just completely turned everything around. Just the mindset. Yes, LeBron was playing at an unbelievable level. Melo was great. Dwight Howard was great. We had a great team. But the attitude of that team, the focus, the discipline, the knowing that we're not taking no shit. This is not just, nights off and things like that. Is Kobe Bryant. Mike Krzyzewski said, yo, I need you. I need you. Because we ain't going to get this done without you. This is off of him losing to the Boston Celtics, y'all. This is off of that series, losing in the finals to them. Comes back in the summer, completely dominates USA basketball, and then segues that into winning his first championship post-Shaq. So there's just so many different moments. Losing the Adidas deal because being an idiot, doing some dumb shit, being able to bounce back, and now Nike, he's one of the biggest Nike guys ever, right? Like, so it's so many things to be able to bounce back, still play at a high level, right? I hurt my right shoulder. Now I become a left-handed jump shooter, an efficient left, like all types of wild shit that like we just downplay and act like we didn't see happen.
Just a mild correction. Kobe Bryant did not lose that Adidas deal. He paid them $8 million to get out of that deal. They did not want to lose him. That was when what's the guy, the famous dude? He was a scout.
Dicey. It was dicey though. It was dicey.
Yeah, but
once he found out that there was rumblings of them losing the deal, then he said, "Okay, I want out. I'm gonna go somewhere else." But if he never heard that, they were thinking about dropping me, he would have never dropped that bread, bro. He would have stayed his ass right there.
I'm not sure because again, he had to revolutionize his own image, and part of that was the Olympic team. I'm so glad you mentioned that because I forgot about that. LeBron did help Kobe. That whole generation helped Kobe get uplifted as far as image goes, and the love started sprouting, not just because he was great, but because the new players were looking at him like that was their Michael Jordan. LeBron, when they asked him who the best player in the league is, that's still Kobe Bryant, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. They asked him that, and he's specific. He didn't say Tim Duncan. He didn't say Kevin Garnett, none of these guys. He said, that's still Kobe, man, because he witnessed it. Do I agree with that? Nah, but it doesn't matter. He earned what I always say. He earned the right for all of his fans to do this. No disrespect, Steph Curry fans. Steph Curry did not earn the right to be going up against no damn Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and them. Like, when I start asking questions like, hey, is Steph Curry better than Moses Malone? Y'all gonna shit on Moses Malone because he got one ring. Yeah, keep it up. Now go back and watch them tapes. He was busting Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's ass, who's a GOAT. But
like, go watch what Moses was doing.
I love the question there. Somebody asked, is Steph Curry better than Giannis? I don't know. It's gonna be up in the air. Is he more skillful? Of course he is. But Giannis
I don't like those comparisons either. Like, I remember when we actually reserved those comparisons to, like, was Mike better than Clyde Drexler? Like, we never talked about, is Mike better than Barkley? That was never the comparison.
Of
We
course
always
it
knew
was.
Mike. We always stuck to, let me compare guys in their respective positions. Like, it's hard to say, is Steph, okay, so is Steph Curry better than Giannis?
I'm saying whatever you're, I don't know. I could argue for Giannis. I could argue for either one. You could argue for Kobe over Tim Duncan. The point is, you could argue for those guys who played in their generation. You could argue for the guys that Kobe versus Tim Duncan is a real thing because they played in the West. They both had dynasty-like teams, superstar teammates. They came to the league with superstar centers, and the West was a gauntlet. It is even worse than what it was today. They had 3-4 championship-style teams back then in that decade. And it was Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant facing each other, beating each other in them playoff runs. So that's what we're talking about. Is Kobe better than Tim Duncan? You got to get past Giannis first. Giannis ain't even on nobody's GOAT list. You got to get past, Kevin. People argue Kevin Durant. I see what Melo said. If I was Steph, I feel like I'm better than LeBron. Yeah, cool. But in the back of your mind, you saying, nah. No, you're not starting a team with me before LeBron. It's not happening. These guys are on a different level. And Steph Curry does. I got to shoot him some bail with this. I'm not saying he doesn't have their mentality. I think Steph Curry does have that mentality. I like Steph Curry, man. I love Steph Curry. Like, I know I've spent a half hour shitting on him right now, but what Steph did, what he's doing, the way he fought through, when he came back, Diesel, I know his team was trash. He came back, started doing his push-ups, started working out a little bit. He does have that mentality to go win. It seems like he can not black everything out, becoming a superstar, damn near the face of the league. If not, he was with LeBron in the league, just like Kobe, right? So I still don't think, though, that if I'm starting a team, I'm taking Steph Curry over Kobe Bryant. Kobe's just physically. If I'm talking about Tim Duncan and Moses Malone, I got him over Kobe. That's because they're all physical. There's nothing. They were born with something different, and they wanted to play ball. Kobe was physically more imposing than Steph Curry.
Oh, no question. I mean, Steph is cold now, but physically imposing, yeah.
They were shook a mamba, bro. Yeah. They really shook.
Yeah.
Y'all don't be scared.
AllBall suckers.
I like that drop, man. We live.
Big Flea, never the little one. Big y'all.
Let me make sure there's no more super chats in here. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Members, love y'all. Heroic, I see you in the building. AllBall TV, Sean, what's going on?
Sean Wilson, what up?
Sean, I'm gonna go complete the mission, Sean. Know what I'm saying? I saw what you said earlier. It's all good. It's all love, always. Ladies, chat. Can't do this without y'all, man. You could have been anywhere else, but they wasn't, Flea. They was here with us. That we gonna go live tomorrow. It's Sunday, the day of rest. We will have a bunch of videos. Go ahead, Flea. I'm sorry.
No, I just said the Lord's Day. Be with your family, get some rest. Like I was talking about mouth hygiene, please, y'all. Also, just take care of yourself. We'll be back this top of the week.
Sean, I will, Sean. Myth. David Smith. He said, you're right.
Yo, man. Consistency, man. Consistency. I can't be mad at him. Consistency.
I can't.
I can't be
not
mad at
tonight.
him. He's consistent. He's consistent.
Y'all thought he ran when Cat was having. No, he never runs. He be in the comments all the time, all day. Please support us tomorrow. Will be a bunch of videos from this week, long form, trying to figure out this YouTube algorithm. You support us there. Maybe you watched it, maybe you didn't. Gonna chop up these videos. And we're gonna leave you with that. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, y'all. Peace. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.